Welcome, lovely people, to the Healing Invoker. I know it's been a while. When I started this channel in 2021, it was supposed to be about numerology, and I did a few numerology readings here, and I wasn't showing my face. Starting that channel was a side effect of 2020. I feel like when I started that channel, it was all about getting out of my spiritual closet fully and embracing who I really was. And through that process, there was a lot of grieving because, we all know what happened in 2020 and 2021, 22, everything that happened. So I decided to reset and start grieving a life that I thought that I would have between 2020 and 2022, and focus on studying numerology fully, studying all aspects of healing, reading a lot, and actually living life at the same time. Because when you're on the healing journey, sometimes people just think that you've done something and you're healed, and healing is a continuous journey. It doesn't matter if something happened to you 9 years ago. Maybe there might be remnants of that still affect you till today. For example, grief. Grief is something that can manifest in anger, in resentment, in bitterness. And if you don't deal with it, it'll eat you up. So moving forward with this channel, I will introduce myself in a second. I'm like, who's this? Moving forward with this channel, I would like to share aspects of things that I've learned across the board for the 3 years that I've almost been away. And in 2022, in August, I got the call that I should stop using oracle cards. So I don't use them anymore. And I just use the tools that I have. So this channel, we're going to be talking about numerology. We're going to be talking about journaling. But most of all, we are going to be talking about concepts of healing and why it is important for you to not only live and thrive, but get out of victimhood. So I'm very excited to be back. And today, we will get right into it, right? Today is actually, when this video comes up, hopefully it'll come up on the 17th of August. 2024 is the year of 8. And how do you get 8? You add 2 plus 2 plus 4, which makes it 8. And this year has called us to question everything, question our relationships. And it's not basically our relationships romantic. It's our relationships with our family, our relationships with our governments, our relationships with ourselves, our relationships with the people around us. Are they serving us? It has called us to get out and have big dreams. Eight also symbolizes infinity. So when it's lying down, it's about building something that lasts. And that is why you've seen how things have gone across the world. There are lots of protests. There are people who are not really happy with their governments, and they're trying to foster change. And by the change happening outside, remember, as above, so below, so within, so without. So whatever is happening outside of us is also happening within us. What is it about ourselves that we're questioning in our life? What is it about ourselves that we do not like, that we do not acknowledge? Because if you surround yourself with a lot of yes people, you're not growing. Because people will always agree and say yes with you. But if you are around people who hold you accountable for your behavior and call you out on certain things and tell you lovingly, I'm not saying call you out lovingly, have a discussion with you and say, hey, when this happened, this is how I felt, and allow that person to tell you how it is, not the way you think it was supposed to be. And all of us, some of us, we don't intend to hurt people, but at the end of the day, we do. Another thing that is coming through this year is looking at our finances, how we see money, what is abundance, what is prosperity, and also your relation to love. Some of you are out there looking for love, but you don't even love yourselves. Some of you are out there looking for money, but you mistreat money. Think about your relationship with money. What does money mean to you? Is money a pacifier, or do you abuse money? That's a concept that we should consider. Because if you think about the people who are very wealthy, they say money is no object, meaning it flows. So what is it about money that you think, and what does wealth mean to you? What does wealth mean to you? Does wealth mean possessing material things? It's okay to possess material things, but there's this saying that says, be of the world, but not of it, right? So that is what 8 is calling you to be. And if you, for example, have your birthday this year, what is your personal year? Your personal year is calculated by your birth date and the year. So for example, my birthday is today, 17th of August, 2024. So it's actually an 888 day. And when I add all those 3 numbers, it adds up to a 6. So this year is about nurturing, community. It's about showing up and being creative. And this year, that has already been seen because I had I have actually currently a virtual reality project that I worked on that's actually in a museum. And that was a project that I had been working on since 2020, and now it has come forth. Speaking of big dreams, how many of you did your vision board in 2020 and you're wondering why things haven't come to pass? I noticed that when I talk to people, all the things that they wanted in 2020 are actually coming in now. So I feel like 2020 was the time when we had to build foundations, envision, reset, renew, and heal. Because if you didn't start your healing journey in 2020, or if you didn't start questioning who you were, then you have a very long way to go. I'm not saying everyone will be on the healing journey with you, and everyone's on a different healing journey, and that is absolutely okay. So think about your past. Think about 2015, because 2015 was another 8 year as well. What were you doing around then? And if you compare 2015 and now, what have you learned? Because next year we're moving into a 9-year, which is a lot of endings and a lot of letting go of stuff. So we would say that 8 is the number. It's also a karmic number because you get to what you give is what you get. So that is basically what it's about. In this channel, I'll be talking a lot about numerology, but I'll also be talking about journaling. And if you would like a numerology reading, you can contact me, but I actually am a coach. I coach through the Aura app, And I have a plethora of content there that could assist you. If you'd like to check that out, there's a link below, and you get to use Aura and experience it for 30 days for free. Usually most apps give you trials for 7 days, but Aura gives you 30 days if you use my link. With all that to say, my name is Dorina. It means a gift of God, and I am the Healing Invoker, and I look forward in assisting you in your journey to healing. And remember to live and thrive and be gentle with yourself and take time for yourself. Sometimes in life, there are things that happen to us, and we tend to take other things as coping mechanisms. But sometimes we actually have to live without those coping mechanisms and find new ways to cope, because if we do not, those coping mechanisms control us, and it shouldn't be like that. So I'm looking forward to working with you, and if you appreciated this video, I do have a link where you can send an appreciation, so you'll find that right below. Until next time, remember to do better, be better, and feel better, and above all else, acknowledge where you are now, and take care.